say. Never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. Now it's getting colder, driving in my car. Some things never feel the same, don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me, I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me, so why do I still want you here? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Oof. I'm squishier than squishy. I is a very squishy. Alright, that should be better. Why does my mic volume seem low? Just testing. I don't know. Seems low. Hmm.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
I can't even kill this guy, man. Look how weak I am. I can't even kill a level 63 grunt. Wow. That's pretty sad. Right there is an example of why Shadow Meld is good. People love to like kind of diss on Shadow Meld, right? Like right there was a clear example of where Shadow Meld is actually really useful. Like I was in stealth. I wanted to eat food to regen my health, but I didn't want to. But I wanted to go immediately into stealth after I started eating. Well, obviously, stealth was still on cooldown, so I Shadow Melded. There's lots of situations where that'll occur. And now we get up, and we stealth. We're gonna distract this guy so we can get the bones. We're just gonna do this the hard way. Because we can barely kill, we can't even kill these guys. Like level 62 I can kill, level 63 not really. Shit. I'm gonna have to put distract on a cooldown monitor. Shit. No. Of course, if those guys pull every single mob, that helps. We can't even. Oh, fuck me. I can't even kill one mob. It's hilarious, man, how weak this character is. We still got like 50 some odd seconds. Oh, and we picked up another one.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
$36 seconds. We're just gonna have to wait up. We're just gonna have to wait around for
You were screwed.
19 seconds. We're screwed. 19 seconds, 10 seconds. Oof. Again, eat Shadow Meld. If I wouldn't have Shadow Melded there, that guy would have aggroed to me. Get up out of eating, stealth. We're going to hope that this guy down here is going to help us out. This level 62 paladin. Because what he's going to do is pull this guy, enabling us to loot our last bones. We're going to go ahead and distract this guy. We're going to run towards this guy. And stealth, and then run away. Scare him. He'll be like, what the hell? Now, I don't think we can... I don't know if I can do the next part. Maybe? Oh, shit. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, Gold Dominion. What the hell, dude? What kind of stupid guild name is that? Hey, bro, Gold Dominion. Yeah, go smoke another bowl or something. Okay, this guy's gonna distract that mob, which is good for us. Right? Shit, where's my torch? I thought I had it. Oh, you know what? I have it on my, I have it on a different bar. Shit. It's fine. You are very sneaky, sir. Very sneaky. Ooh, we got a warrior over here. We can help this guy out. I guess he doesn't want help. Nathal. Nathal wants no help. Okay. Okay, Nathal. I offered my services. Shadow Meld. Stealth. Distract. Run. Stealth. The benefits of being a rogue. What is this? Cheeto Delight? Chet of Delight? Chet of Delight? I don't want a stupid name. People in their stupid WoW names. Chet of Delight, only there's no T, so it's just Chet of Delight or Cheeto Delight? I don't know. Here we got Wuku. That's better than Chet of Delight, or Delight, I guess. I can live with that one. Yes, we've got the Troll Hunter. And yet another hunter. Was it Orc? Blood Elf? The Blood Elf. Name Backshot B. He's a backshot bitch. He must be gay or something, because he's a backshot bitch. Or something, I don't know. Shadow Meld. Enter the dream. Move. Stealth. Enter the dream again. It's so funny. That quest is so hard. Like without being a stealth class like a rogue, that quest is a bitch shit level 58 because there's so many horde there, and you will always get killed. Like trying to do it. Not to mention it's hard enough when you're like level 58 or 59 because the mobs just shit so damn hard. But then coupled that with the fact that there's horde everywhere, so to be able to do that as a rogue is like some sort of crazy guilty pleasure. It's like very it feels very good. Let's just put it feels very good. That felt good. Oh yes. It felt very good. Knocked out a couple quests, didn't even hardly have to kill anybody. I love it. Just chilling, man. We got yes.
Silver wires across the skyline. Signals fade, but you're still on my mind. I trace the static in the dark, like constellations falling apart. I don't wanna lose the sound.
How are you? Watch your back. Off with you. Be good.
Empty streets glow like confession. Every shadow holds a question. I try to speak, but nothing lands. Words dissolve like grains of sand. I don't wanna lose the sound, but the silence pulls me down. We're silent echoes, drifting where the night goes. Caught in currents we can't control. Fading voices loud, vanishing below. But I can still feel your if the stars forget my name, would you call me back again? If the night erases time, would you still be on the
Hmm.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, that's not good.
settled into place as the darkness starts to rise. I can't get to my soul.
You were screwed.
Ties without a line, thought to swerve
What was that? Why are there two of them? Remorseless strikes. Fuck, where's Did they change the ID again? So ID 11285? God, they keep changing the ID for Gouge. What? This is so weird. This is the second time they've done this. I wonder if maybe it changes by level, but huh. That's weird. I just changed the ID yesterday. Hmm.
can I replace the print was made from my love on my soul. Silence on the line, words cannot
Huh. So I'm gonna so level up my lockpicking. Just another thing I need to do on this rogue.
Another day gone, seems I just arrived. All so close, but low on time. Moved so far, was so near. Carry the weight of leaving here. Always something on the hill. Always chasing around the bend. Always hoping time stands still. Always knowing the road will end. Caught in tide of wanting, bound in the line of waiting. Been too blind to realize that everything I wanted was right here. Fear of what's ahead, regret of what's behind. Feel so old and short on time. Held my breath, failed to let it out. Carried the loss of time I'm missing now. Once so small, pure and so alive. Grow so fast, learning how to fly. Time has come, nothing I can do. Fearing the day of missing you. Always something on the hill. Always chasing around the bend. Always hoping time stands still. Always knowing the road will end. Caught in tide of wanting, bound in the line of waiting. Been too blind to realize that everything I wanted was right here. Another day gone, seems I just arrived. All so close, but low on time.
What's on your mind?
to fight about.
What's your back?
Carry the weight
Hmm.
of missing out.
Be good.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless?
Shit.
Mouthful
Not good.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
See that?
and I'm feeling restless.
Fuck.
All the seams erode,
Too many.
tearing from the
No room to work.
jagged little cut.
I just gotta clear them out first.
It feels like war this time. The ground was bare. I tried to drown the emptiness, couldn't turn it all around. Pull the shutter, see the world fly by like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
What's up, boss? What's up, man? It's pretty funny that Bitcoin like went up while everything else was struggling today. The power of Bitcoin. Yeah, I know. I'm just so bummed about the Clarity app because, we thought that was going to be done by now. At least I thought it was. So that was a real freaking bummer. How much should we get? How much time we got on evasion? fucking 5-minute cooldown. I don't know if I can kill this guy. I mean, I know I can kill the guy, there's just too many other mobs. Strength, agility. I don't think we have strength, do we? Fuck me. 1 minute left on that. I can sap this guy. And hope that we can kill this guy. Oh, what? It says invalid target. Okay, well that's just fucked us, didn't it?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I should have focused on killing the weaker mob.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Fuck me. Did I have the wrong sap on? I did. Fuck me. No, it won't let me sap that guy. I don't... Is he a demon? I guess you can't sap demons, huh? Oh well. Yeah, I can't win the fight if I can't sap the guy, so... Maybe with evasion, maybe I could... Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I could win. If I pop evasion... Wait a minute. What we got going on here? Wait. Damn it. Fuck, really? Fuck. That fucker. That fucker. Now they're all respawning. Wait. Get him before the... She's gonna fucking come over here and aggro. Nope, she didn't. I see you later, Zikral.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Nice. Wait a minute, I just got a notification from Robinhood. Holy shit, Robinhood just, Bitcoin just spiked up. I'll stay over 70,000. Bitcoin just jumped over it's up to over 70,000, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, it just jumped right now. I got a notification on my cell phone. Because Robinhood gives me notifications if there's quick moves. Yeah, just jumped over 70K. Nice. Hopefully it'll keep going up. Nice little bump today. People who bought oil, I don't know what's going on. I mean, oil went up, right? But I think they're trying to do something to get the oil price down. I mean, Trump's usually pretty good about eventually getting oil down, so he'll do something. People like blaming Trump. I'm like, fuck that, man. We got the biggest stick, man. Let's swing it. You know, America.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I tried
Talk to me.
to hide
Watch your back.
led me here
Nice.
where to
Off with you.
There's a spark I can't contain.
Here there.
Rising slow through all my veins. I'm breaking through, leaving shadows, walking past the nights that tried to hold me. Every part of me is finally awake. I'm standing, I won't break. Your words echo even corners of fear I can't disguise. Something in me finally feels alive. There's a spark I can control. It's alive.
my lovely heavy silk bandages. This, of course, is just another character that was not ready for the Outland. Still need to level. Like, no lockpickings what to speak of. First aid sucks. Mining's too low. But we gotta get that epic mount. We can't get an epic mount until we get level 60, so that's the priority. And every time I try to invite people to groups, they're just declining like every single time. No friendly people around here, Ball State, no friendly people.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Unread mail from the auction house. I didn't know I sold anything on the auction house.
Hail to the night.
We got Hootie Bowl. I love how people flip the letters. Just people and their stupid character names, man. It's Hootie Bowl instead of Booty Hole. How ingenious. Wow, you're so intelligent. How long did you think of that one before you came up with it? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna kill my character. Booty Hole. No! Hootie Bowl. Hmm. Fuck me.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, no way, really? You gotta be careful with those mobile plans because they're nasty, man. My plan right now is kind of expensive, but it's only because, it's me and my wife. Plus it's me and my wife, and we have an Apple Watch on there, so there's 3 phone lines. So. Oh, dude, how did you, oh my God. How did you, oh man, you gotta stay on top of that stuff, dude. You can't let them get away with that shit. That's just highway robbery. We gotta fix this. This is fucked up. All right, so the icon's gotta be smaller. So we're gonna go 32. This is gonna be 32. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go cooldown. Is gonna be, let's see. Cooldown text. Text. Offset, position, and size settings. Well, where's the size settings? I guess we just have. Here's the size, I guess. We'll knock it down to 20. Wait a minute, am I changing the size? Nah. Okay, that's gonna cause a problem. Well, let's do this. Let's go, let's do 34. 36 should work. And let's go here. 20. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Perfect time to find out, because I need... Yeah, that is a good time to find out. But yeah, that's just... Dude, that sucks, dude. Yeah, that's just fucking... That's how those phone companies get people. It's like they get them... They, like, get you into these, like, plans, and then they hike up the rates. But... I'm very, like, there's so many cheap plans you can get, though. I mean, there's plans around here that are really cheap. The problem is that the service and the coverage aren't as good. So I think I pay, like, my plan's way too expensive. I think I pay, like, $80 a month, but it is for me and my wife and a watch, an Apple Watch. So it's 3 lines, and it's, you know, unlimited data. So it's not, like, horrible, but I know there probably might be better plans, but... Yeah, just 2 gig. I remember I used to have a plan like way back in the day that I only had like 2 gig, and every time I went over, they charged me like $20. I remember one time I went over like 3 times or something. They charged me like 60. It was ridiculous. When that happened, I called them up and I canceled the plan. I actually canceled. Said fuck you. Said fuck you guys, and I said I'll get somebody else. That's what I told them. I said screw you. I said your plan sucks. Oh, yeah, but we can increase your limit. I go, screw it. No, I said, screw you. I said, you didn't tell me. That's, you know, you misled me. So, anyway, so we got, this week orders are just totally fucked up. We got Cheap Shot. We got Ghostly Strike, or not Ghostly Strike. We got Cheap Shot, and we've got Gouge. I don't like the way this is laid out at all. You know me, I'm such a stickler for my UI. So, we're going to put Gouge. And I don't like the way these are grouped either. Like, I don't understand why they're separate. Like why they have a separate cooldown number. Like you should be able to just create a cooldown number based on, you know, based on the ability. So the fact that they're separate, I don't know why they did that. But anyways, group, it should move with the group, and it does. So we're going to put Gouge. We're just going to put it here. We got to be careful to not overlap anything else. We got Ghostly Strike here, which is fine. That's fine. And then we got to make sure that Gouge does not overlay Cheap Shot, which it does. So we're going to move Cheap Shot closer, a little bit right about here. You see my Mayhem Poison just came off. And so Gouge, let's move this down a little bit. And let's go Gouge, Cheap Shot. Wait, Gouge, cheap Shot. Yeah, it's because they're in a group. It's making it hard for me to do this. Gouge. Let's make the size of that a little bit bigger, even though I don't really want to make those. Make 34. Cool down. Yeah, we're gonna cool down text. This is 20. Oh, 18's fine. Actually, if we do that and we go to, let's try the headlines. Let me try this. Now both my poisons have dropped. You get a bill for $200? Yeah, that's insane, dude. We get power outages off in there, and I'd have data. Oh no! Actually, what happened was I would go to sleep. Valsy, I would go to sleep to music, like to YouTube videos, like you know, like the sounds of like snow and wind, or like rain and wind, and I would stream that on my phone, and it would help. And I would go to sleep to that. And that's what actually one night when something happened with my plan, and one night that I went over the limit like 3 or 4 times, they tried to charge me like $150 or something insane, you know, and I canceled my plan the next day. I was like, screw you. You're always passing out on my stream. Alright, let's do Cheap Shot. Alright, Cheap Shot. Okay, it's there. We're gonna come out of Cheap Shot, I'm gonna do gouge, but we missed, unfortunately. We're gonna wait for gouge to come back. Gouge. Okay. Can we get another gouge in one more time?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Now we missed. Alright, so let's go back. So, gouge. I wish you could see. I wish they could test it, you know? I wish you could test this. Is there another target we can gouge? We need some weaker targets, actually. We should probably go back to Stormwind or somewhere where those targets are a little bit weaker. Yeah, let's, no. Yeah, let's just find some weaker targets. Yeah, your schedule is fucked. This isn't working. This is gonna take too long. It's just Hearth. It'll be easier to set up my UI the way I want it on targets that are lower level, so I'm not missing all my gouges. So we want to set up a nice layered UI. We want all of our CC and stun. We want all of our stun durations organized in a way that it makes it really easy for me to go through a stun locking rotation. Yeah, I don't like these weak ores that are like icon cooldown as separate things, because they should just be one thing. I don't even understand why it's separate. Like, you have an icon, right? Like, why is it even an icon? It should just be a... It should be... Let's see. It should just be like a debuff. Like here, this is like trigger. Aura player, right? So if we created a new one, like let's say if we go new aura. Let's just try this. New aura, we're gonna go icon, right? We're gonna say aura target. Where's target? Target. And we're gonna say debuff. And then I don't know what to do now. We're gonna go let's say exact spell ID, right? And we're gonna say gouge, which is 11,285. 11,285, right? And now it should automatically handle. Oops, sorry. Okay, what just happened? Did I create it? I created it inside the group I was in, didn't I? That's okay. We can let's delete that. Delete. I don't know how I did that. Why did it do that? Guess I must have had the group selected or something. New aura icon. Where's the name? I don't know. Target. Debuff. Exact spell ID. 11,285. Exact spell ID. 11,285. Okay. What are we gonna call it? We're gonna call it Le Gouge. Le Gouge. Is that how it's spelled even? Gouge. Okay. And we're just going to put it right here. We're going to try to create some weak ores in the way I would create them. We're going to try to lay them out the correct way.
What can I do for you? Go with honor.
I would like to use my combat mode add-on, which basically gives us mouse look, so it frees up, it like basically locks the cursor, so we don't have to worry about like right-clicking the screen to rotate. But that would take a lot more, like, I would have to really get used to that add-on, how it works, and I'd have to go in and create a bunch of keybinds. I'm not, you know, just might not. I'm just not really. I don't feel like doing that right now. But I've always wanted to do that, because to be able to play like World of Warcraft with mouse look would always be a big improvement. But that's something maybe I'll do one day. When I have extra time, which I never have extra time anymore. I mean, my wife was kind of mad that I wanted to play WoW tonight, and I was like, why are you mad? I was like, I mean, I get up at 7 in the morning, make coffee for my wife, feed the dogs, feed the cats, right? Go back to bed for maybe like an hour or two, then get up and then work. I get off work at, I get off work at 6, then I cook dinner for my wife. Then I feed the dog, then I feed the cats, then I let the dog out. Then I sit down, watch TV with my wife, or hang out with her for like an hour or two. And by like then it's like, 8 o'clock, right? And I said, well, I'm gonna go play some, so go play like WoW or something. And she started to give me some grief, and I'm like, why are you giving me grief? I'm like, I haven't done anything today I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Really? I haven't done anything. Oh. I tell you what, I'll say, remember the old days? The old days when I was single? I fucking did whatever the fuck I wanted. Whenever the fuck I wanted. Ah, well. The joys of being married. Don't be so quick to go grab yourself a new girlfriend, Valsday. You might regret it. Yeah, but you had a girlfriend who screwed you over. And that was a life lesson right there, man. You need an heir? I'll tell you what, you can make me your heir. How about that? I'm the heir to Volst's Bitcoin. I'll take it. Not sure. I don't think I'm gonna outlive you though. Who will inherit all my Bitcoins? I'm raising. Can't you see I'm raising my hand over here? I'll inherit your Bitcoins. By the time I hit like 90, I'm gonna have some AI robot that we're gonna be doing like the altered carbon. We're gonna be putting my consciousness into a chip and just insert it into the cortical stack of a new clone body, and I can live forever, man. Every time my body gets old and dies, we just take my consciousness out and insert it into the next sleeve. All right, so let's just go in here, right? So we got gouge, right? And you can see, look, like you see, we didn't even have to do anything. Look at that. What I was saying is, someone made this weak aura, gouge weak aura, and they went to the problem of doing like icon and cooldown, and then they put it in like a group or something. It's like, why do all this? You don't even need to do that. So now that we have gouge, right? So let's just take this cheap shot, and we're going to say load. We're going to say never. We're going to say gouge, load. We're going to say never. Actually, we should just delete these. We won't delete them. Just, what? Let's... Here, where's cheap shot? Delete this. Delete. And we got gouge. What was the other gouge? We got lay gouge, which is... And that was the wrong icon for gouge, by the way. Weird. Let's just delete this one. I'm sick of looking at it. Okay, so we've got gouge, right? And now we can go in here. We can go display. We've got text. We're going to say Guild Wars 2, UI headlines. And knock that up to like, I don't know, 18. Position. Settings is way too big. 34. 34. Alright, let's try it. I did not see the crazy news. I did not. Yeah, we're gonna pull this little mob here. Gouge, and there you go, look at that. See, now we can. All right, so let's go back, and we can see legage. We can see that the text is too small. I don't think it's really working though. Let's see. I'm not sure if the text is working. Show text. Sometimes I have a problem with this text crap not working the way I want it to. Let's find out. Let's see if the text is bigger. See, it's not. See, the text is not. I wonder if that's why they create the text separately. You know, because you can see the text wasn't bigger. That may be why they created it separately. I don't, but that shouldn't be the case though. Now we're down the weak aura rabbit hole. Why, when I create a simple weak aura for the ability gouge in WoW, that when I make it an icon and under the display text settings, try to change the size of the text, it does not work. Because the icon display has multiple text regions. Okay, the text is actually the cooldown timer. If you enabled cooldown swipe timer, the number overlay is the game's cooldown text, not weak auras. Go to display, find cooldown settings, adjust cooldown text size. Display. Where's cooldown settings? I don't think that's it. There's no cooldown settings. Full tab, enable swipe. Hide timer text? Yeah, let's hide that one. Let's see if that does it. Maybe it was the Blizzard's default. So what was it? I did not see the crazy news. So I didn't see the crazy news. What was it? You didn't tell me what it was. Yeah, see, so we timer text. So that must be why they made separate text then. Okay, how about oh here, add text. And it should be time, right? What's percent %T? No, you didn't tell me what? What I missed? I missed the gouge. You can't show links on YouTube. So if you're like posting a link, YouTube won't let you post a link. Right? You can't like link a link in the chat. Yeah, so if you're like trying to post a link, it's not gonna show it. So this is screwy. Okay, we did have white. So maybe it is, I think it is. I don't know if this is working or not. Where's the... It's not persisting the color change.
Signals fade, but you're still on my mind. I trace the static in the dark, like constellations falling apart. I don't wanna lose the sound, but the silence pulls me down. We're silent echoes, drifting where the light goes.
How do I...
We can't control. Fading voices low, vanishing below. But I can still feel your pull. Empty streets glow like confession. Every shadow holds a question. I try to speak, but nothing lands. Words dissolve like grains of sand. I don't wanna lose the sound, but the silence pulls me down. We're silent echoes, drifting where the night goes. Caught in currents we can't control.
Fuck me. Wow, maybe this is why. Fuck, and I deleted the other one. Shit. Or, yeah, I did. Fuck. Well, that's a rend. What's the difference between rend and show text %s? This is so annoying. Like, sometimes weak ores just pisses me off. Like, why is it not? I put show text, now it's not even showing the text. Ah, fuck me.
Settled into place as the darkness starts to rage. I can't get to my soul. Tides without a line, thought to swirl inside all that I don't do.
Anyways, I still don't know what you're talking about, the crazy news, dude. All I see is this, right? You said here. This is all I see when you said this is the crazy news. Was this. I just saw, did you see the crazy news allegedly? And then nothing. I did. Is YouTube not showing it? Everyone goes nuts about it on X. That's all I see. So I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Anyways, I mean, the slice and dice is, I mean, it looks like this is the way to go, unfortunately. This seems to be the best option. This is a group, though, I think, right? This is a group, so. But anyways, we're going to duplicate this one because it's kind of, it does, unfortunately, work the way we want. We're going to say gouge. Right, and this one we're just going to say don't load this, never. And for gouge, it is a group, which I don't like this, the group. But anyways, let's go here. We're going to group, icon, gouge. And icon 2, same thing. We got 11285, 11285, 11285, and then display icon, gouge. I mean, it's fine. It's just a little bigger than I would like, but no, what we're gonna try something else. We're gonna go new aura. We're gonna say group, and we're just gonna call it stuns, right? And then we're gonna move this out because we didn't really want that. And then here we're gonna duplicate this one. Just duplicate, and this one's gonna be cheap. Or we can just say CS because we pretty much will know what it is by the icon. We're going to say CS, icon, cheap shot. And we're going to say this icon apparently. I guess you have to have icons for both apparently. Cheap. Actually, no, this icon. Oh, that's the skill one I think, but cancel. So let's go icon, we're going to go trigger, and cheap shot's going to be 1833, 18, and then we're going to take this whole thing and we're going to move it into our stuns group right here. And now inside our stuns group, we have another group. But now, hopefully, when we move this, so here we're going to go display, and we want automatic display. We want, okay, group, I guess. Position settings, we want 0, 0. And then here, group. Position settings 0, 0. And now, hopefully, when we grab the group and we move the group, everything moves with the group. Right? Which is what we want. Now we're going to copy our cheap shot. We're going to say duplicate. And this is going to be kidney shot, KS, right? We're going to go in here. I'm going to figure out what kidney shot is, which is, let's see, 8643. So let's see, kidney shot. And I already forgot what it was. I think it was 8643. 8643. Okay, and now you have a group with 2, and you can see if I click them, they're both stacked on top of each other, which we don't want. You're always going to cheap shot usually before you kidney shot. Oh, you deemed me on Discord? Okay. And so now we're just going to go to kidney shot, and we're going to go to group position settings, hopefully. And we're just going to do the X offset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The other thing that's really annoying is it won't let me select both these at the same time. There, if I do it that way, it will, right, like this. So if we go back to here, it's just kind of the way this is set up. Go back to kidney shot, we're just going to go X like that, and then we expand these out, and we can click the icon, and then control click the other icon. That way we can see how they're laid out, right? Anyway, so the point of doing all this is now you have a group that you can easily move everything around. Oh, really? Allegedly, the CIA leaked the cure for cancer. That is funny. Who knows? Hey, that'd be cool if they. Wouldn't that be cool if they actually did find the cure, man? That would be nice. All right, so now we can take this group, right, of stuns here, and let's move this down, maybe to like here. And they're too big, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. And now let's actually test this stuff out. It's really, I mean, there's other ways you can do this. Like I used to use Tell Me When, which is a really nice tool, but Weak Ores is a little bit better. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go cheap shot. Right, we're gonna go cheap shot, backstab, and then we're just gonna go into kidney shot, right? And you can see it's not working. Now it works on top here, but my weak ores aren't working. I don't know why they're not working. That's really weird. You see, my gouge isn't working either. Which is really weird. I've had a lot of problems with weak ores in the TBC Anniversary. I'm not really sure why. A lot of times what's happening is the IDs aren't showing up correctly. It's weird. Anyway, so let's go. Slice and dice, which was gouge, which was working before, is now not working. I don't know why. So let's go back to gouge. Let's go to trigger, and let's once again. Okay, 11285. That looks correct to me, and it was working earlier, right? So now it's not working. So it doesn't really make any sense, like why it doesn't work now when it worked like a few minutes ago. So let's try this, and it's not working again. So I don't know what's going on. It's really kind of weird. Let's just reload the UI. I mean, here's the thing. The way our world works, I've said this so many times on stream, the way our world works, it's all about greed. The world, like the Earth, planet Earth, and the people that live on it, everything revolves around greed. And people invented a car battery that ran on frickin' water, and they shot that down because all the people that sold gas didn't want a battery to come along that, that people wouldn't buy gas anymore. So they do everything they can to prevent something like that. I mean, that was invented a long time ago, I believe. Like a car battery that was basically just like, I don't know if it was like heavy water but it was using some sort of water-based stuff, and of course that never made it. I'm surprised the electric battery ever even made it, to be honest. Okay, I don't know what's going on with these weak ores, because these things, I don't know what's going on with these. Well, here, let's try the slice and dice. Okay, so the slice and dice worked here. So it looks like it looks like when I copied the slice and dice, that's what fucked him up. But there must be something built into the slice and dice that I screwed up. Trigger. Oh, well. Oh, well, there's the problem. I didn't set the trigger correctly at this level. I set it on the icon, which is weird. It looks like the icon is that's all it is. It's just a fucking icon. So let's go to here, this level. Let's say trigger, aura, target, debuff. And let's do the same thing for gouge. I must have done it at the wrong level. Invented what? Ivermectin? Yeah, but what I'm saying is the whole world revolves around greed. So if there is a cure for cancer, right? They probably like honestly, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they found like something that was a good cure for cancer that they don't want to. I mean, in a way it doesn't make sense because if they did find a cure, as long as they could easily, bottle it and sell it for as long as they could make the medicine really cheaply and then sell it at an astronomical price, they would. But if they can't, if it's difficult to manufacture at a low cost, then what they're going to do is not bring it out. They're going to keep it under wraps and then keep selling all these other pills that are, and keep selling the radiation treatments and all the other kind of crap they do to try to help people with cancer, And so now you can see cheap shots working, right? Yeah, so that's all it was. I just had the settings at the wrong level. Alright, so let's go fix it then. So, I don't know why the icon's needed. I don't really understand why these are set up this way. But it is what it is, they work this way, so whatever. Who am I to argue, right? Icon 5. But whatever, it works, I guess. Here's the text. And we're just gonna leave it. All right, so we got that working. We didn't try the kidney shot yet, did we? I don't think we didn't fix that yet. So let's fix this trigger, and it's gonna be target debuff and kidney shot, which is 8643. So this is currently where they're laid out, and gouge is all the way down here. So what we do is we do cheat shot, kidney shot. Gouge we should probably just put like over to the left. So let's just go ahead and we can select gouge here. Gouge, and then do cheap shot icon. And then, I don't know if let me try this. No, that doesn't work. Ah, well. Move this up here. Yeah, then we gotta move the text. Oh, wait a minute, is this dirt cheap? The dude who invented, he won the Nobel Prize? So that's what he's saying it is, huh? Okay. Let me look at the article. I really need to launch this in Brave. I think I have Brave, don't I? I'll have to read that later. So I would say I don't really like. Let's go to. We got to do the cooldown, right? And we can also look at the icon and just look at the positional settings, right? And we can see that it's like you know, I like to make these whole numbers too. So like this is like, we'll just say like 12 or something. I'm gonna make this like 20. And then for the cooldown, we can just do what was it, 20? I'll just move it over manually. Yeah, I did launch it in Brave. Ads on that are ridiculous, man. Okay, so the gouge works fine. So now we've got gouge, cheap shot, kidney shot. It's still like ugly. I don't like the way it looks, but at least it lets us have a nice visual tracker. So is there any other like, and then the other cooldowns we don't have is that I would like to have, but let's say cheap shot. Yeah, we're gonna want rupture. And so same thing, right? I would, you know, you're gonna probably want to create another group, right? So let's go here and we'll take cheap shot, kidney shot, and we're just gonna duplicate. We'll go ahead and duplicate one of these. We can just duplicate gouge since it's not in a group, right? We'll duplicate gouge. Cancel, not delete. Sorry. Duplicate. I'm going to call this rupture. Rupture. And we're going to go into here. And we're going to say trigger, target, debuff. And it's going to be the rupture. 11274. 74. Copy. Boom. Rupture. And then we got to go into, let's see, icon here. Display. We'll just say rupture. Oops. Okay, well that didn't work. There we go. Okay, so now we have rupture. And our stuns is here. Now rupture, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to, I would like to change the size of this, but can we move this? This is our target. So we're just going to put it up here. And let's make sure that text, okay, everything's in the right location. And display icon. We're going to make this a lot smaller though. Let's make it 34. 34. And same thing here. Display. Where's the text? Okay. That's fine. Alright. YouTube is, it looks like the stream quality is dipping on us here, guys. You know why it's dipping? Because we opened up that stupid link, man. They saw me hit that link and someone's trying to take me out. Alright, so we're gonna do we're gonna go in. We're gonna do cheap shot into a rupture, right? So we're gonna go cheap shot, backstab, and then we're just gonna go rupture. And now you can see we've got the nice little rupture here. Okay, and then we're just gonna go eviscerate. It's over. So, okay, so we got a rupture, and we're also gonna want garrote, right? Garrote. Let's take this, and we're gonna copy. We're gonna duplicate this, and I don't know how you guys want to pronounce it. Garrote, Garrett. I always kind of call it garrote. I don't know how to spell it. I don't know how to spell it. Garrote. It's French, isn't it? Garrett. I'm gonna call it garrote. Oh, it's actually only one T. Rename. Rename. Really? Oh, it's two R's and one T, right? Yeah. It's Garrote TE. All right. And that's going to be, let's see, 11,290. Okay, and now we've got that. And did we create our group? We didn't, did we? We didn't create our group, so we're gonna go new group. And we're gonna move this out here. And this is gonna be bleeds, right? Bleeds. Okay, and we're gonna put garrote in here, rupture in here, bleeds, and then we're gonna go soft set. Rupture, garrote. Let's get. Okay. Garrotes. Now hopefully we can just move the whole group. And we're going to track our debuffs. It bleeds right around here. Now we've got a group for the bleeds. Now we can open with garrote. Garrote. Boom. Rupture. And so now you can see we're tracking some of these debuffs. And these things are good. They're good for PvP, they're good for PvE. So might want to flip the order of those though. I think I'm gonna flip this order. We can just we can just manually drag it. This one up to here. And then it should just flip places, yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? That's all we need to do for now, I think. I think we're good. But yeah, I mean, the thing with the world is that the world revolves around greed, and people are going to do whatever they can do to become rich. They don't even care if it means thousands or even billions of people will die. All people care about is what's good for them. And that's why, you know, Judgment Day can't come too soon, my friend. You will be judged. Now there is still some other like things I want to try. I would like to track my distract cooldown, because I don't really like trying to use it if it's not available. Although it's not a big deal, you know. So sometimes it's nice to know when certain cooldowns are coming up. I almost would like to see when Gouge is coming up, because it's such a big thing for PvP. But I don't know. It's probably not necessary. So we'll just try to roll with it the way it is and see if any of these things bother me. But it's kind of cool though. It's kind of encouraging though, I'll say, to see Bitcoin go up today, because I actually watched a stream this morning around 1 a.m. Just a certain YouTuber that I watch sometimes. He's not my favorite, but he's okay. He's not great. He's not bad, but he was saying that he thought Bitcoin was really gonna, when the market opened this morning, he thought Bitcoin was gonna take a massive dive. And the reason he thought that was because of the fact that the oil prices were all like just completely skyrocketing. And so he thought that that would affect the market really negatively, and he thought because of that it would also, typically when the market's negatively impacted, so is Bitcoin. So he thought Bitcoin was gonna dive a lot today, and it didn't. It actually went up. So it was really interesting. It was very interesting to see that. Oh, no way. And Joe, what do they take? Ivermectin and... Dude, I gotta get me some of this stuff. That's interesting, man. I'm telling you, man, it wouldn't surprise me. No, Bitcoin went back down. Damn it. Not like a lot. It's at 69.4. But yeah, that spike over 70,000 was nice. Oops, Roy.
Arcanon Poros. Dionys Haka. Be well.
Be well. Vols, how come you don't come in here in TBC and help me out, man? Get your hunter in here. We can double team some of these horde and take them out. Biggest red pilling for me on Kent Street was that 90% of the doctors said they themselves would not accept. Yeah, that... Wow. That's awful. You hate TBC? Well, it's not my favorite, but I liked TBC. I liked it better than Wrath of the Lich King, but it was mostly because of Arena. I like how Arena was in TBC, but when it comes to like Protection Paladin for PvP in Wrath is like way better. Now you notice anything? Notice how my weak ores aren't working again. Like I don't, or no, I think I missed. Never mind. I think I just missed. Yeah, I just missed applying. The ability missed. So scratch that. Scratch that. But yeah, you get all these stupid icons all over the screen, and I need more food. I need a lot of stuff actually. I don't really want to kill these boars because I'm gonna pick up the quest here. I should just go pick up that quest now. Okay, but I'm completely surrounded by mobs here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
Interesting. What is that 10? What is that? I mean, I think it's showing that I'm in Shadow Meld, but why does it have a number on it? I didn't know I had that. Let's see. Oh, it just shows the 10 because it doesn't count until I break out of Shadow Meld. Okay, that makes sense.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
All right, I need more food. This is ridiculous. I'm eating food like after every fight, pretty much. Well, I mean, I can't. I felt the same way, but I still enjoy playing it. I still enjoy playing it if I'm playing something like this, like Rogue, like something that I haven't played a lot recently. I still enjoy it. I still find it relaxing, but I would prefer something else. You know what I mean? Hmm.
Light bless you.
Is there like a regents? I need like rogue kind of regents and stuff around here, maybe.
Hello. See you later.
Don't know. Master Taylor, yeah.
Light be with you. For the Alliance.
Well met. Be careful. Hey there. Safe travels.
Besides Classic Plus. Yeah, well, Classic Plus, like, we know it's not. We know whatever Blizzard comes out with Classic Plus probably will be really bad. I mean, like, I thought, like, the thing that was appealing about Project Epoch was that they actually had new, new like dungeons and new content and stuff within the existing world of vanilla. And we remember Ambershire? I mean, Ambershire was really cool. The only thing bad, like the only thing that pulled me away from Amberstar was I think some other games came out, but the biggest thing that really was just that it was still on that 1.12 client. Like if Turtle, that thing with Turtle that really screwed us over is they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do Unreal Engine 5, which I never fully believed that was gonna work. I never believed that because everything they did around Unreal Engine 5, like nothing they showed looked good. It all looks pretty crappy. I don't know why anybody thought what they were doing looked good. Yeah, well, it's just the thing with Ascension is nobody played. I like PvP, and nobody played PvP in Ascension 2 for the objectives. All they did was run into Warsong Gulch and just clash in the middle because all they cared about was testing out their builds. You know what I mean? They just wanted to test out their builds. They're like, I want to see my build, how good my build kicks ass. So nobody played the battlegrounds for the objectives. I like playing BGs to try to win the BG because I'm trying to get honor, right? Like if I didn't need honor, then yeah, sure, I guess okay. But it was frustrating that I couldn't really get honor because my teams never were trying to win. And they didn't have the time limit on Warsong Gulch, which just absolutely fucking drives me nuts. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit in 50-minute Warsong Gulches. So so that's part of it. It was kind of fun, but then you never stuck. You took off. By the time I hit max level, you were gone, and I couldn't get anybody to really play with. So it just kind of was like, meh, kind of sucked. Is there no rogue around here? Like, is there no poison vendor in Honor Hold? Yes, there are poison vendors in Honor Hold in Hellfire Peninsula. The primary NPC is Magus, a gnome who sells engines of poison located within the town dish. Magus Zabraxis? Oh, well, there's Magus Valinthus. Who's this dude? Okay, regions. I don't know what kind of regions they're gonna. Okay, we do have some stuff to make stuff, I guess. What is this? So, if we want to make instant poison, right, we require vials and dust obturation. So let's one of these. One of these. Now we need a crystal vial. This is what I was really after, was the flash powder, because we were really going through this stuff pretty fast. So. And crippling poison. Of agony. We really don't need much crippling poison, to be honest, but you haven't heard anything about Bronzebeard? Oh, I have no idea, dude. Like, there was a reason why I stopped playing on those servers. Oh, yeah, Bronze. Did I even play on Bronzebeard? I think I did. I can't remember. Which one were we playing on? We were playing. That's what we were playing on. Was Bronzebeard, right? It's just like the melee hunter wasn't good enough. I mean, it had potential, but it wasn't good enough. It's so funny to me. Like the melee hunter is so. It would be so easy to make melee hunter work, but people just don't know how to make it work. Like they're so stupid. Like they'll have stuff in the talent tree that will actually be like, oh, if you put talent points into this, it'll increase your ranged attack power. Like if you proc this, it increases range attack. No. If you proc this, it should increase ranged attack power and melee attack power. Or put something into the melee hunter tree, like because they don't really have. I can't remember if they had the tree that was called melee if it was still survival, but it would be really easy to make melee. I've talked about it so many times. It's not hard to do, but nobody seems to understand how to do it. Like, it just blows my mind. It's not hard. But they seem to think it is. I don't fucking know. No, but melee hunter can't just be melee, and you know it has to be. It has to be like that old school, like Ion One, you know, Ranger, you know, or like you know, Rift Bard or something. It has to be where you have decent range damage and decent melee. It has to be a combination. Because if you're just all melee, you're going to get nullified. You're going to get kited. You have to have the ability to do damage at range. That's good. It's adequate, and you have to have the ability to do good damage in close. So it's got to be a combination. And a lot of times these private servers don't do that. They try to make it like all like up close damage, like only melee damage. You know, it's just stupid.
Be seeing you.
Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car.
Yeah, they're playing off of the FOMO, like, you know, fresh server hype. Like, oh, the next new big thing, you know. So
It's not like you were there for me, so why do I still want you here? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail.
did I swipe? Of course I swiped. Do you know how long I've played World of Warcraft, dude? I played World of Warcraft since beta in 2004. I've leveled 1 to 60 so many times I don't even want to think about it. You know, I tried to level this character like 1 to fucking 70, and I got to like level, I think 18 or 19, and I just said fuck it. I said I'm not going to spend the next, like, you know, 4 or 5 days or longer. Plus, I don't have the same amount of time I used to have. You know, my wife's got medical issues. Her mom had a stroke. I don't have the same amount of time. I can't play like even 5 hours a day, you know. So don't come in here and say I'm the reason Blizzard Classic Plus won't work. It doesn't have anything to do with me, man. It has nothing to do with me. The reason Classic Plus won't work is because Blizzard will never moderate their servers. They will never fucking moderate their servers. People will be buying gold. People will be fucking GDKPing. People don't play WoW the way, you know, everybody's all like about like min-maxing, race to end it, you know, the end. You know, race to the end and clear everything as fast as possible, cheat in any way they can. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, so me swiping to get this character, the only reason I did it is because I wanted to level through TBC. I'm not playing TBC to like, I just want to do some PvP in Battlegrounds at level 70, right? So me swiping to boost a character just so I can go through some TBC content has nothing to do with Classic Plus. Classic Plus will never work because Blizzard has no idea how to basically moderate their realms anymore. They gave up on that a long time ago. Yeah, if you want to make Classic Plus, it has to be like what Turtle WoW did, right? You can't like launch expansions on. I mean, you can, right? But the way Blizzard does it, it fucks everything up, right? They move everything. They move everything to like this new. They move everything to like this new new zone, right? It's like, okay, if you play like TBC, it won't. Then when the Wrath of the Lich King comes out, everybody goes into the Wrath content, you know. And then when like you know Battle for Azeroth comes out, then they're all in this other continents, right? They keep shifting. You know, the mob, Mr. Pandaria comes out, everybody's in the Mr. Pandaria content. So yeah, they just keep moving people out of the old zones, so the old zones are completely invalidated. But the Classic Plus always always had to have been keeping the game on the same world map, right? Like, get rid of the Outland. Classic Plus should always be just this map. That's it. No other map. It's just this map. There's plenty of land on this map to play a Classic Plus game for years. And we've seen that with many other servers. We've seen that with Project Epoch, with Turtle WoW. I mean, there's tons of stuff you can do. There's tons of areas of the map. Like, this whole continent isn't even utilized. Like, in Turtle WoW, this whole area over here that's kind of like, in here, there's really nothing here in this version of the game. But in Turtle WoW, this is a whole entirely different zone, right? You know, you've got a zone here that's inaccessible. You know, you've got zones here where you have like huge sections of mountains that can be worked with. This whole huge section of mountains here, you know, again, Turtle WoW, they opened up a whole big section of here, new quests and new areas. And then, of course, then you've got the underground level, right? There's all kinds of like caves you can add to the world. There's all kinds of dungeons you can add. There's just so much stuff you can add. You don't need to modify the existing world map. You know, you don't need to like add to it. I mean, there's plenty of landmass here to work with and to create content for a very, very, very long time. And that keeps people in the world that they love, because people love vanilla. Like, let's be honest, most people love vanilla the most. I mean, I do. It's just, but a lot of that has to do with the way vanilla worked. Like, they started nerfing content as early as TBC, you know. But this douchebag coming into my stream saying I might be part of the problem that Classic Plus won't work, man, get the fuck out, man. I hate that when people come in here and try to spout bullshit, man. You don't know anything about me or anything I've done in World of Warcraft, man. There's very few people who understand WoW as well as I do, who understand what would actually make Classic Plus work. And there's lots of people who know. There's the real people who know are the real Classic WoW Andes. There are people out there who have a very good understanding of what would work for Classic Plus, and they're not all going to agree on everything, but it's the core ideals that have to be the same. It's the core things that people need to agree upon, and that'll never happen. And Blizzard will never let that happen, because Blizzard's full of a bunch of fucking morons. All they care about is making money. They don't care about fucking, you know, they're just going to shove out some Classic Plus crap. And the worst part is the sheep will flock to it like fucking flies on dog shit, man. Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a steaming pile of dog shit. And there's going to be, and the streamers will hype it, because the streamers are going to hype anything that gets views. They don't even care. Like, there are tons of streamers who play like retail WoW, not retail WoW anymore. That's the funny part, is they gave up on retail WoW, because you know why? Because nobody would come and watch them, right? Where do all the big WoW streamers go? They're all playing TBC Anniversary. You talk about like Soda Poppin' or some of these guys, and remember, WoW got so boring. People got so sick of WoW, and I'm one of those people. I'm sick to death of World of Warcraft. People got so sick of WoW, these streamers did, that they went and tried to say, well, what are we going to do? Where can we go to get more subs? Right? Where can we go to get more subs? So they started playing fucking, what was it, RuneScape. Like a lot of the streamers, all at the same time, because they all talk to each other. And they all decided, well, let's go play RuneScape. And then they hyped it up like, this game's awesome. This game's great. And I love how they talk about how fantastic it is and hype it up. It's bullshit, man. None of them actually believe that. They're just blowing smoke up your ass because they want you to come, watch their stream, give them money. How many of those people that ran to RuneScape are still playing RuneScape? None of them that I know of. When you saw Zaryu, you saw Soda Pop, and you saw these guys running over there and playing fucking RuneScape, do you think those guys are still playing RuneScape? Fuck no. They just went there as the next cool big thing. They pulled their communities over, they got their views, they made their money, and then they moved on. They're like fucking locusts. They're like, it's like fucking, it's like a Matrix where fucking Agent Smith is like, what else is what else is like, what the human race is like? They're like a fucking virus. Well, that's what streamers are. Streamers are a fucking like group of locusts. They just move from one game to the next and they devour it and they just destroy it. They just eat it. They chew it up and they spit it out. And then once they've regurgitated it and puked all over their keyboard, then they move on to the next game and do this, and they just rinse and repeat. That's the way World of Warcraft is, and that's the way Blizzard treats WoW. I mean, WoW is a joke. Like, retail WoW is a fucking joke. It's disgusting what they've done to World of Warcraft. It's just sickening. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say that I buy a boost, but here's the way I look at it. I don't have any games to play right now that I really enjoy, right? There's not that many games right now that I enjoy. So I needed to have something that I could play that I knew I could just chill and relax. Because when I play MMOs, the reason I play MMOs is to relax, is to get away from the real world, because the real world sucks. So I needed something that I could play and enjoy. And I actually haven't played TBC hardly at all since the original TBC, which of course in 2008 I played all through TBC. But when the first TBC came out in 2020, 2021, the first classic TBC, I only played it for 2 weeks. So when this came out, I was like, well, I'll play it. I haven't leveled through TBC really since like 2008. So am I going to sit here and level from, 18, which is what I was, all the way to 58, just so I can experience content I haven't experienced that much since 2008? No, because I've leveled from fucking 20 to fucking 58 like thousands of times, probably. So many times it makes me want to puke. So yeah, that's why I did it. I was like, I can't handle that content anymore because I'm so sick of it. Yeah, no, and you got a point. That is, but that's only gonna last for so long, man. As soon as like Chrono Odyssey, there's a few other games coming down the pipe. As soon as they come out, I'm gone, man. The only reason I'm playing WoW is because there just isn't anything else that interests me right now. And the thing is, if a few MMOs come out that are good, like really good, like WoW is going to see a serious drop in player base, like huge. Again, the only reason people play WoW, in my opinion, is either they've invested too much time in it, right? They've spent so much time of their life in this game that it's hard for them to leave. I'm not one of those, because I've actually left WoW many times for pretty good lengths of time. The only reason I came back is, maybe I'll try one of the new expansions or something, or all the games I was playing they kind of turned to shit. Or I got tired of them. So, no, but it sounded like this guy came in and was throwing stones. Like, you're the problem. Don't say that shit to me. Oh, there's tons of people that are obsessed with RuneScape, but those streamers that went there, they weren't obsessed with RuneScape. They were doing it for content. They were doing it for fucking content. It's just, eventually we're going to get something good, man. Vol State, one of these days, something's going to come out, some MMO's going to come out, and it's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to happen eventually. The main reason we haven't seen it in the West, the main reason we haven't seen a good MMO is because it's too expensive to make. I think it was, Lazy Peon did, I think, wasn't it? Wasn't Lazy Peon did the video? Where he's basically saying it's just too expensive. And it is. It's way too expensive. The developers in the United States cost too much money. Imagine trying to pay like 100 of me. You know how much money it would cost to pay? I'm a software developer. You know how much money it would cost to hire 100 of me to work on your game? It costs a lot of fucking money, dude. And when you're 42, you blame unions? Yeah, it could be. But what I'm saying is, the only thing that I think that prevents good MMOs from coming out, because I think there's plenty of people out there that have the talent, the talent to make good MMOs, and they want to do it. They just realize financially it's not viable. It just isn't. It isn't a risk that's worth taking. But with AI, right? And how AI is progressing. I mean, we're talking what? I'm thinking 2 to 5 years max before there's so much improvement in AI, and not only in improvement in AI, but improvement with the developers' understanding of how to use AI. Because I use AI pretty much every day, but how developers can use AI to basically increase the development, like rapid application development, maybe, and it's just going too quickly. I don't know what's gonna happen. AI is scary, man. AI is fucking scary, dude. It's really scary what could happen with AI. I mean, there's so many like dangerous things that that could come about due to ADI, like really scary, scenarios. Well, 20 dudes didn't make World of Warcraft. I mean, World of Warcraft was made by a lot more than 20 people. Plus, WoW in its initial iteration, you got to realize that WoW, like at 1.0, was nothing like what it even Yeah. I mean, have you played WoW 0.53? 0.53? I mean, because I've actually streamed that, didn't I? That was the friends and family. So I mean, this is WoW, right? This is WoW 0.53, right? And this was like a friends and family internal build. Gotta go over here. Let's see if I can. And so here's me playing. So yeah, but even this at the time was the first I've ever even heard. Even this at the time was super impressive, for the time, right? The only thing I can say is go to their Discord server and just trying to set it up. Differences there were with the palette. But yeah. But I actually played the 0.53 and it was pretty interesting. It was actually pretty fun, but there was a lot of problems with it. It had a lot of issues. But still, the magic of WoW was all there. Like you can play this and you can feel the magic, because the magic with WoW is like I think it has to do with, I always come down with World of Warcraft. I always point to the character controller. To me, one of the best things about World of Warcraft, and I talk about it all the time. This always happens when I bring a browser window over. Whenever I bring a browser tab onto this left monitor, it always acts weird. I don't know why that is. Anyways, but it's it's the character controller, right? Like just this, right? Like just look at this. Like all you have to do is just look at this. Just the character in WoW just moving across the net landscape, right? There aren't too many games that you go into that feel this good. Like how well the character moves, just feels how fluid it is, how like grounded the character feels on the ground, and the walking animation is just there's something. It's not even the most realistic walking animation, but there's something just fantasy about it. I don't know, there's just something very has this like I don't know, just the tone of how she's moving. It's hard to describe, but it just feels like it feels like that scene from Lord of the Rings when, or no, it's The Hobbit, right? It's The Hobbit when Bilbo's running to catch up to the group and he's yelling, "I'm going on an adventure." How he's just kind of running down the path. That's what that felt like. Like that feels like this. Like you just feel like I'm going on an adventure, right? I've got my character. I'm out in this big wide open world, right? And I don't know what's out here, but I'm gonna go on an adventure and I'm gonna explore it. And it's cool and it's fantastic and it's awesome. Right? That's what it feels like. And also I think the art style, even though I'm not a huge fan of the WoW art style, it has a beautiful consistency to it. Everything feels like it's very cohesive. Like all the art and all the assets and all the armor, everything really all feels like it was created in the same universe. That's why Lord of the Rings films were so successful. Like if you look at the Lord of the Rings, everything was done with such precision and such care. There's a great YouTube channel where a guy, I can't remember if he's like Middle Earth or something, where he just constantly is talking about all the things, Middle Earth, and all the things that on Lord of the Rings, like how they crafted the swords. And I find stuff on that YouTube channel all the time that I didn't even realize. There was actually something I saw on it the other day that just kind of blew my mind. And it was, it had to do with I wish I could find the video. It had to do with the armor that, one of the things, like, remember, I saw this one just the other day. And remember the Argonauts or those big tall Those big statues standing where the arms are. Yeah, it could have been it was the details on the armor. Yeah, it might have been Theoden's that was really amazing. But there was the one where the guys, you know, the statues where their arms are pushed out. Yeah, yeah. I think that was it. I think that was it, Valse. There was the one. There was like one video I saw on the armor, and there was so much detail on the undershirts that they were wearing that none of it showed up in the film. But the fact that they took the time to put that detail into it. But the other thing that blew my mind was Lord of the Rings. What are those statues? They're called the Argonauts. What are there's some? They're called the Argonath. I was close. I knew it was Argus something. There was this really cool video. I think it was this. Let me see if it was this one. No, it's not this one. It was this one.
One of the cool
And this is the channel. This is the channel I'm talking about. Middle Earth Updates. This channel is fantastic. If you guys aren't like, I love this channel. I'm not even subscribed to it, but I watch this guy's channels. Check this out. This is so cool.
The coolest miniatures they built for the Lord of the Rings was the Argonath. These two towering statues were, of course, not constructed at full scale. Instead, they were built at a 1/60th scale using rigid foam and later composited into the film with blue screen technology.
It's funny when you're standing amongst the miniature, it looks very miniature-like, but when it's lit beautifully by Alex Funky and his team on the miniatures stage, in the correct environment and digital surroundings,
of course, the Weta Workshop
very
is
much come to life.
To make
amazing.
them look ancient and weathered, the team used surprisingly hands-on techniques.
Yeah, instant aging.
But what makes the Argonath even more impressive is the level of thought behind their construction. The team did not just ask, what looks cool, but they asked, how?
Now, when you watch this part of the video, like you'll watch this part of the video and then you'll want to go and watch the Lord of the Rings to see the statues again, to see what you're about to see right here.
How would these have been built in Middle-earth?
The concept behind them is that they're carved out of the cliff faces of the river, but we theorize that probably there wasn't the necessary rock to be able to carve the whole figure. What we're saying is that they were able to carve to about this level, but then had to construct this massive quarry to mine the rock, lifting with massive gantries and lifting equipment up onto the upper surfaces of these huge 300-foot tall sculptures to place in place these.
So what you can see is they carved the statues out of the cliff face, but then when they got to a certain point, they had to construct the rest of the statues by putting in huge blocks. And they've actually put that into the statue here, where you can see these are actually blocks that were laid to craft the statues.
Huge granite blocks into which
is just amazing, right? Just freaking amazing.
they could continue to carve and create the final
And then,
look of the characters.
That is why you
and that is why you're seeing this here. This is the quarry where they quarry the stone to then lift up and construct the statues. I mean, you never would know that. When you watch the movie, you never would even know that. Like, I'd never noticed the quarry was even here on the left side because you're too busy looking at the statues, right? But I mean, this is the kind of stuff that just, the kind of depth and detail that went into the Lord of the Rings. That's the kind of depth and detail that needs to go into an MMO. And that kind of passion and that kind of, you have, and again, that stuff's gonna happen. We're gonna get MMOs eventually that someone's gonna do that, but it's gotta be cost efficient, cost effective. I mean, Lord of the Rings was done in a way that the first film, if it flopped, they were screwed. But they did them all at the same time, right? They did all the Rings together. So, but I don't remember I think they were over budget. I can't really remember. But I think what they said was, like, the studio that basically backed them and did Lord of the Rings films, they basically said if the films flopped, the whole studio was gone. Like, the studio would go under. So they bet their whole studio on these 3 films, right? And the funny part was, like, I think halfway through making the first one, they already knew they had a hit on their hands just based on the community. And it was really cool because they used to do the blogs. Remember the video blogs? And so when they were filming the first movie, these video blogs would come out where the cast would record these videos And I used to watch them, so I saw these video blogs. You know, some of these video blogs that came out before the movies ever came out, and they knew that the movies were going to be successful because there were millions of people watching these these vlogs, right? So they they're like, man, if there's this many people that are just interested in watching these clips of what we're doing, I mean, you know, we know that there's going to be millions of people coming into the theater. You know, there's going to be the millions that are coming in to watch these little video clips. Well, there's going to be a lot more than that that actually come to the movie, right? Because, you know, people, you know, so they knew that they were pretty sure they had a hit on their hands even before they finished filming the first movie. But yeah, so if you look at that, the Argonath, which is super cool. Now, if we look at the actual real footage, let's see if we can spot the quarry. And there you can see the line, and of course I always saw these lines, and I just thought that's how they constructed it. I never thought of them as constructing from the face of the mountain.
Desire to look upon the kings of old, my king.
Yeah, so you can't really see the quarry on the left, but it's there. You could kind of see it there. There you can see it. So this whole section here is the quarry right here. This is all like the quarry. And there it is again. And they take the camera up to show you. See, this was actually done on purpose. You can tell the way they're filming this. This was done to show you the quarried section. And you get a shot of where the statue was coming out of the mountain here, right here. And then where they just laid down the blocks here, you know. I, of course, own every extended edition of The Lord of the Rings, and I've watched those films probably, I don't know, I've probably seen the movies like 20 times. And it's my favorite, they're my favorite movies, and they'll probably always be my favorite movies. It's going to be hard for anything to top Lord of the Rings in my book, you know. I don't know how that would even happen, you know. I remember watching the first film, the first movie. I had gotten divorced. I'd gotten divorced from my first wife, and so I was not in a good state of mind at the time. I was really super depressed. I was going through like severe depression. And those movies came out. The first one came out in the theater right about the time I was going through a divorce. And I'll never forget like that 2.5 hour, however long the movie was, probably 2 hours and 30 minutes. Sitting in the movie theater, I was gobsmacked. I was just blown away. I mean, they were so good. It was so good. Like, it was so much better than I ever dreamed the movie could ever be. You know what I mean?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. But I remember when the movie ended, I didn't want to leave the theater. The movie was so good. The movie was so good. Like, I didn't want to leave. I sat there thinking this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. Probably the greatest movie I'm ever going to see. Like, that's how good I thought Lord of the Rings was, the first film. I mean, I was just... Because I was a big fan of the books, too. And plus, I'd read The Hobbit like 3-4 times. And, you know, I was always a fan of Tolkien, you know.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
I had to take a potion. I was dead. Yeah, I was dead.
Settled into place as the darkness starts to rage. I can't get to my soul. Rise without a line, thought to swirl inside all that I
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
can I replace the print was made from my love?
I wonder what the original trailer looks like.
Legend tells of a ring created by an ancient evil.
that gave its wearer the power to enslave the world. Believed lost for centuries. It has now been found.
Oh yeah, I remember that part of the trailer.
Is it secret? Is it safe? This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. Sauron needs
You're right.
ring to cover all the lands of a second darkness.
It is spooky.
He's seeking it. Seeking it all. His thought is bent on it.
Well, how old were you when it came out, dude? When did the movie even come out? 14 years ago, right? I mean, 14 years ago, so wow. 2001. Wow, oh my God. I remember it was, okay, this makes sense, because I was divorced in 2001. Yeah, so December 19th. I remember I got divorced right around then. Yeah, I actually think I got divorced. I think my wife at the time moved out in the beginning of December. You know how like relationships always end in December, don't they? People don't want to buy you gifts or something. You were 8, dude. So I think I was living by myself. I was a complete mess. I was absolutely. I mean, I've never been more of a mess than I was then, I don't think. But I was going through some severe depression. I was just basically drinking myself into a stupor pretty much every day. Like I just basically drank and drank until I passed out every night, and because I was so depressed. But I remember this came out, and it was like the one shining ray of light in my life, during that whole month, because yeah.
No one knows it's here, do they? Do they, Gandalf?
The weapon of the enemy is a gift. Let us use it against him.
You cannot wield it. None of us can.
The ring must be destroyed.
It was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade.
I know what I must do, but I'm afraid to do it.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
There is no other way. There's something down there.
Well, they really made. They really made it.
Are you frightened?
Yes.
Not nearly frightened enough.
Wow, that's great. I never realized they made it so much like a horror movie, man. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome, dude. Because that's awesome. Because when you watch it, it's not, there's too many lighthearted moments in the movie, and it's not really doesn't feel like a horror movie, but. Yeah, so it came out in 2001. Yeah, that was right when I got divorced. Like I wasn't even divorced yet. Like we had just basically separated,
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
I gotta go to bed here in a minute. My wife doesn't like me to come to bed later than 1. Actually, I don't think she likes to come to bed that late, but... Boy, this worm takes a long time to get to me. What did I just loot? The eroded leather case. The eroded leather case.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I saw Lord of the Rings in the theater. And it was so good I went and saw it again. I think I saw it like the next day. I saw it, it was so good. I went and saw it again as soon as I could, which I think was the very next day. I probably could have seen it the same day, but it was a fairly long movie. So I saw it. Of course, this is back when movies weren't as expensive, and I don't even know how much they are now. I haven't been to a movie theater in forever. But yeah, I saw it a couple times in the theater. Of course, I bought all the Lord of the Rings extended. You know, I used to have this really beautiful Lord of the Rings box set, but I think somebody borrowed them once and when they returned them, they didn't return all the discs. So I don't even know if I still have that. I probably do, but...
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I really wanted to get to level 60, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight, so I got to get to bed. The Argonath.
How are you? Off with you. Watch your back.
Fear of what's ahead, regret of what's behind. Feel so old and short on time. Held my breath, failed to let it out. Carried the loss of time I'm missing now.
Alright, I'm off to bed. I'll catch you guys later. See you, Valstay, man. Hope you're feeling better. And hopefully we do. Hopefully Bitcoin continues to kind of have a slow resurgence. And I'll catch you guys later, man. Hope everybody's having a good one. Peace out.